435, 426, 332, 257.
These are not just numbers, they are the lives of 4 foreigner students located in Hanover, Germany. Those numbers represent stories. The stories of 4 people who decided to leave their home country to study overseas. We asked them to share their experience in front of and behind the camera, in order to better understand the challenges they face and to get a glimpse of how it feels to integrate into German society. We want to hear them tell their story, but also to show their perspective through their own lens, quite literally. These people live in a student dorm called Bischofshofer Damm, or BIDA for short. Here you can find over 220 students from 43 countries who are allocated to single or shared apartments. In the long corridors and between closed doors reside genuine wishes for integration. Goals and dreams transcend language barriers. Nobody is alone, no voice will be unheard.
435, 426, 332, 257.
I am Amir Hossein Akhlaqi. I come from Iran. I live in Bischofshofer Damm 85. I study mechanical engineering in Hochschule Hannover and I am doing my bachelor.
Usually I wake up at 8 and I go to university. After that, go to library with my friends. We're studying until, I don't know, 10, sometimes 12.
My name is Anna Maria Singh. I am from Vilnius, Lithuania. My mother tongue is Lithuanian, but I mostly speak in Hanover English and some German I also started learning. I wake up and I make myself a cup of coffee. It's my ritual. I couldn't maybe manage without, but I have to make it and it has to be latte. I don't drink black coffee. Then I get ready for work, then I go to work and I read my emails and I start doing my laboratory tasks. And oftentimes I last into the late evening, unless that day I have after school activity, such as dancing. And so I have pretty busy life here.
So my name is Manfred Enim. I come from Ghana and I'm currently in my final year of PhD, where my research focus is on understanding the genetics and epigenetics of primary immunodeficiencies. Yes, so for me, when I wake up early, prepare, go to the lab, and because I'm a PhD, I don't really take classes. So you go to the lab and then you have your plan for the day, what experiments you want to do, what are the things you have to order, what meetings do you have. So these are some of the things that I basically do for my studies. Like I don't go for classes like, okay, 8 to 10, I have this class. No, this is not how the PhD is like here in Germany.
Okay, so I'm Kanchan Samadhya. I'm from India. I'm a PhD scholar back in India and I'm visiting here for now 5 months. Yeah, it takes me around 15 minutes to reach to my workplace, and I change my train between Braunschweiger Platz to Steintor. Then I take 4 or 5. It's the Leibniz University station, so it takes around 15 minutes. On the weekends, I started doing this volunteering thing for the Ukraine Refugee Center. I go there on Saturday. I remember the first time I came here, I had no idea how to reach here, and I walked for like half an hour. On the other days, I'm exploring the city. I like to go to lake. I like to go for walks. I have explored like nearby area, and also cooking because I miss Indian food. Like we have major festival, then we have small festivals, like important days, and I like to celebrate everything, especially when I'm away from home. I try to pray every day. I light a lamp and I just like pray for a few minutes, like that. Yeah, that's what keeps me away from homesickness, I would say. Because if my family is celebrating and I'm not celebrating, I feel left out and I feel bad. But if I'm also celebrating here and they are also celebrating, and we can celebrate virtually now after COVID, so yeah, it keeps me sane.
I would say for Christians, we do not have a specific kind of prayers, I would say, but we wake up and we thank God for life. We thank Him for the family we have, the friends we have, the strength He's given us to go through each day and the challenges.
Like I follow my culture more than religion, because you know, in religion you always have like debatable things that you connect with and you don't agree with. But yeah, I would say I'm more cultural than religious. This is like masala papad that I really like, and jeera, because I'm out of jeera, and
Next, okay. And what is about this kampa? No? Okay. Thank you.
thank you. So yeah.
And we got these candles in your room, in front of your bed.
Yes, and one in the kitchen. Actually, you are supposed to put it on the garbage, near the garbage, but that's public place. I don't want to keep it there. That's why I'm keeping it here. And one you are supposed to keep in the temple, but I also cannot go temple right now, so I'm keeping it here. And this I'm gonna keep near my like small temple that I've built in my room there, because you never take back empty plate. You should always have one lamp left in your plate.
Yeah, at the beginning when I was new in Germany, yeah, I was alone.
I don't know anybody, and it's really bad. I wish I could know some more people.
When I meet people, we have brief communication. Normally it's hi, and then we go our ways. Unless maybe the machine is kaput, then we talk about it. But aside from that, we don't really have deep conversations.
I mean, you do say hi, hello when you go to take out your laundry from the washing machine. But like that's it. There is no, especially living in an apartment in a dorm, you don't really have those meeting places other than the laundry and the elevator.
There was a time I wanted to improve my German, so I wrote in the group, WhatsApp group, if somebody can help me with it. Then one lady responded to help, and we made an appointment to meet. So she came over, but the next morning she realized that unfortunately she has a lot of classes coming up and we can't meet anymore. Apart from that, nobody really responded. Yeah.
I try to know more about what they do and about their culture. But after that, I made friends.
Sometimes the communication is just limited to hello and good afternoon and good evening, whatever. But yeah, sometimes it's more than that. It's like if the person is from India, we talk like, where are you from? What are you doing? But it's a short elevator ride to 5th floor, so it's not that much. But yeah, sometimes we have conversation.
Oh yeah, I don't know anybody here other than my colleague. I have one colleague from the PhD school, and that's the only person I know in this building, except for you guys now. So there's 3 people.
I have 2 friends in this building. One is in my PhD, and the other comes from Ghana. So yes.
For example, last semester I had a Korean neighbor, I had a Japanese neighbor, and a Chinese, and we had a really good relationship. They were exchange students. Unfortunately, I really miss them. And I always invited them to my room, and we had tea gathering. We drank tea together, and we spoke about politics, cultures, everything.
So I talk to my family a couple times a week. To my husband every day, to my family, once or twice a week, because they're also busy. They have their own lives.
Yeah, my family are in Iran, so it's not possible. So it's not so easy that I meet them and travel somewhere.
I spoke to my dad almost every day, and some relatives maybe twice in the week or 3 times in the week, depending. Yeah, but for my dad, it's a constant that we speak every day.
I talk to with my sister sometimes, my aunts, my grandmother. At least like once a week I talk with everyone, but every day I'm talking with my mother and my niece. They are the 2 important phone call that I make every day. Yeah.
I try to go back 2 times a year, at least. Maybe sometimes during Easter also.
Besides, we don't celebrate Christmas. We have different calendar. We have our own calendar, our own holidays and culture, our own New Year even. If I can help my country somehow, I definitely come back to my country.
Part of me does want to go back to my country and do something there, but the options are not as far and as good as in Germany or in some other Western countries. At this point, I can't say really where I'm gonna end up.
If the same situation and previous situation is in my country, no, I'll stay in Germany. But as I told you, I like to travel everywhere, so I like to have a job that I can travel everywhere and do different projects in different countries.
After I finish my work here, I would go back to my family and like spend like few months with them, because I've been away from them for so long, and then apply for postdoc fellowship and everything. Yeah, take a small break.
The future is bright for me, I think, and I know. Because even before I finish my PhD, I have a postdoc position, which I'll start next year, and therefore everything is in place for me. I have to finish my PhD, take some break, and then start my postdoc. Yeah, so everything is fine.
You get opportunity to travel in regional trains and use the opportunities to go to the opera for free, which your student permit gives you. Discover your city wherever you're living, and join a sports, a hobby, something to get integrated with people who are kind of in similar mentality of yours. Don't stay at home. Don't stay with your tasks and assignments. You know, student life is not just about the grade. To be honest, after you finish, not that many people will look at that grade that you finished with, but you will always remember that amazing trip you took with your friends.
Okay, so during my first visit, the most thing that I missed was my things that I pray with, like the bell and the lamp and everything. You can find it, but it's really costly. And also in India, you have like, if you don't have, you can always go to temple, but it's far away here. I think you're gonna miss your culture, so like bring some of your culture with you when you're coming here, if you are really into culture type of person. Yeah.
These are not just numbers. They are lives of 4 foreigner students placed in Hanover, Germany. This time the life of Kanchan, Manfred, Ona and Amir. We were allowed to dive into their world. We were allowed to experience what they feel. We were allowed to see what they see. This project wants to show everyone that they are here and that they have a voice. Nobody is alone. No voice will be unheard.
435, 426, 332, 257.